Hmm. Just let me know what you think about the new graphics in the comments. And this is the first time using those graphics, so Consatu, Rico Lewis, or Raw. That depends how long time frame you got for this transfer. Is it like weeks first using those graphics? So if it's long term, then probably not. Kansa is nailed on and playing for a decent team, but we know that Rick Lewis is probably a really good option for the next few game weeks. So if you like me going to wildcarding in week 12, then probably this is a decent transfer. But if you already used your wildcard, then I would probably just stick with Konsa. Graphics are nice, thanks. I'm kind of struggling with the timer though. I need to sort out how to adjust it after I've gone online because now it's a couple of minutes wrong. Need to sort that out before my deadline stream tomorrow. So, to summarize that first question, Concert Lewis, if it's long term, I would avoid that transfer. But if it's a short term punt and if you're going to wildcard soon, then it's probably decent. So, any questions? 50-50 decisions or dilemmas ahead of the game week 7 deadline. Personally, I made 4 transfers this game week. My first hit of the season. I brought in Holland, Semenyo, Rodgers, Pope, and I sold Bruno, Salah, Esse, and my bench fodder Ladapo. So I know a couple of players that I sold is decent. Of course, Salah is a good player, nailed on for Liverpool and on penalties. Same goes for Bruno. He's not suspended. He will probably start and play 90 minutes next game week, but same goes for Esse. He will share penalties, of course, as we know with Mateta. But these are really good options, and that's of course one of the reasons why I brought them in the first place. But especially Bruno and Esse, they haven't performed as expected. And from game week 7 and for the next 4 game weeks, I really want Haaland. He punished me in the first couple of game weeks. I took a punt on a no Haaland team, and yeah, hopefully Haaland will continue delivering in the next couple of game weeks. But probably game week 12 will be the game week where I use my wild card, and City's fixtures gets kind of rough after game week 12, so I might actually take a punt on a no Haaland team again. Palmer will definitely be one of the players that I will bring in. Chelsea have really good fixture swing after game week 12, along with the likes of Bournemouth, excuse me, and Arsenal as well. So my premiums will probably be Palmer and Saka, and depends on the form, but I will have probably one of Salah or Haaland as well. If you have any questions or FPL opinions ahead of the Game Week 7 deadline, this is actually a test. I will do a deadline stream tomorrow, but these are new graphics, so I wanted just to try them out before going live tomorrow. It will be around 9, so if you're interested, please join me tomorrow as well. But I will be live for the next 40-50 minutes or so. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section. Not, not really sure what I did right now. Started like this um, answers, questions and answers thing, but suddenly the whole chat went black. So not really sure what that was, but yeah, I had to cancel it just to keep up with the chat. I believe that's the most important thing for me right now. If you have any questions, I'd like to be able to answer them. Good evening, Cortex. I'm fine, thanks. Hope you're doing well too. Are you locked in for game week 7, or do you still have some decisions ahead of the deadline? good feeling on a Friday night, being locked in and ready for the next game week. SA to Mbuemo, Captain Holland. Yeah, good move. I actually like SA, but I've sold him as well. He is not really delivering the FPL points that we expected. So even though he is a really good player and a joy to watch, we can't really keep him in our teams when he's not delivering FPL points. So I've sold him as well. As part of it was part of a hit actually. I sold Bruno Salah, SA, and my bench fodder Larapo, and I brought in Holland, as you can see, finally, and I brought in some of the value midfielders as well. I know that both Semenyo and Smith Rowe have kind of mixed fixtures going forward, but they rotate really well. So next game week when Fulham play against Man City, I can play Semenyo, and they can just swap positions next week. Yeah, true. That would be really classic if SA does really well in the next couple of game weeks, even though Palace's fixtures are, are getting harder as well. And he is top three for most transfer out as well. So, yeah, it wouldn't really be that big a surprise, to be honest. But Mbemo is a really good transfer in, though. What do you think about the new graphics? This is the first time I'm using it, just like warming up for a deadline stream tomorrow. So any feedback is really welcome. Looks good. I like the structure as well, very clean. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. I'll probably do some small adjustments along the way, but I like it as well. I know that in the bottom right about the transfers in and transfers out, I will not need that big space every week because this is a week where I've used 4 transfers, and I know that I will not need that much space every week. So yeah, I will probably try to figure something out. Streams delayed by how many seconds do you know? Um, not really sure. In the YouTube Studio Live control panel, it says that it's 30 out of 30 FPS. No lost pictures so far. Yeah, this is the first hit of the season. I only used one transfer for game week. I used one transfer for game week 4 and 5. Then I had 3 transfers, and I used 4 this time. I think it's like 15, 20 seconds, I reckon. Yeah, but it's like when you type in your message before I start answering it, is that how you can tell the delay? I'm a bit worried going into international break with only one. Yeah, of course, earlier this was like one of the most common strategies when we only had 2 free transfers. Uh, and having 2 free transfers after an international break was really huge. But so far this season, at least, it hasn't really happened that much in the international break that we had. So hopefully you can survive with only one free transfer. But it's like it comes down to luck. So FPL is of course based on knowledge and some skill level, of course, but some of it goes down to luck as well. So if you have like 4 injuries in the international break, that's just pure unluck, of course. And you used your first wildcard as well. That was like one of the reasons why I went early with my transfers this game week. Of course, to catch some of the price rises, but I knew that if I had injuries during the week, I still have my first wild card, so um, as a safety net. So already have Joao Pedro Mosquera injured. Yeah, yeah, wild card in game week 4. Mosquera was yeah, that's unlucky. He was actually a decent pick back in game week 4. And of course, Joao Pedro, we all know that he will at some point this season become probably a really good asset. And I'm considering a game week 12 wildcard, and Joao Pedro will definitely be one to consider in game week 12. That good of a team and no wildcard used, you're in a good place. The team looks good on paper, but yeah, probably if I had one more free transfer, I would probably have. I like to have Foden this week, of course, and I don't like Henderson playing against Liverpool as well. Of course, I sold Salah, but I still believe that Liverpool will score against Crystal Palace. So I had a Wissa as well on my wildcard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He scored as well in that City fixture, right? In the wasn't it like the first minute? But of course, would have been better if he blanked and stayed fit, of course. Is what it is, yeah. And you're certain on the Holland captaincy this game week. He will probably be the most captain player, of course. That fixture looks so good on paper as well, though, playing at home against Fulham. Looking at bringing in Raul Jimenez for Joe Pedro. Yeah, so he actually it looks like he is nailed on. Right now, started the last game weeks. Of course, he is a decent player. He was so good before that injury. Which year was that? That's like 3 or 4 years ago now. But he was decent last year as well. But now he is starting to find form again. Locked in Holland Cup. Yeah, it's tempting for me as well. First week owning him, but I still want to take about a punt on Saka. At least now I have Haaland, so if he gets a hat trick again, it won't hurt that much. So I can see on the graphic that I put Saka's fixture wrong. Need to fix that before tomorrow. He's playing at home against Southampton. Yeah, and on Gabriel, I have Southampton at home, but for Saka, it's Southampton away. So note to self. Yeah, yeah. Just notice as well. That's especially impressive as I have Gabriel at home, right? Minor stepped over. Yeah, of course. It's like uh, um, what I noticed is that on the videos that I have on my YouTube page that like viewed from around approximately 200 people, then there are all good comments. But once I have over 1K viewers, then one of the comments always tends to be something negative. So uh, right now, of course, I've just started doing those live streams, and I know that it will probably take a couple of more streams before uh, we can see thousands of people joining in. But hopefully, it will happen one day. But I know that when the viewership grows, then the negative comments comes as well. It's just the same over at X, right? If you have a post that does really well and have a lot of interactions and likes and comments, then you always know that one of them will be something negative. It's fine though. Yeah, that happens everywhere online. So it is what it is, as you just said a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, it's not it's not just my videos and posts and stuff. I see it all the time on other people's stuff. Somehow, some people get enjoyment out of it, but yeah, it's been there for years, and it will probably just stay as it is, I guess. But I reckon that pointing out that Saka fail and stating that he plays away when he is playing at home. If there were 1,000 viewers right now, I bet that I would get like 50, maybe, comments on it. Imagine if someone like FPL Raptor or Let's Talk FPL did something like that. All right, I gotta go. Divas, have a lovely evening and good luck this week as well. I wake up at 4. Yeah, thanks for joining in. Always appreciate it, and good luck for the next game week. Since you have to get up that early, I guess you will not be able to join the live stream, the live stream tomorrow. But good luck for the game week. if you have any tips on how to adjust the timer after going live, I would really appreciate it if you um, see this after I posted on my profile. I'm not really sure why the clock is wrong. It was correct when I started it. It must be some delay, but it says 15:15, but I know that it's only 15:13 minutes until the deadline because it's 19:47 right now. So if you know how to adjust the deadline timer in OBS, please send me a message. Easiest way is probably um, if you're using X, look me up. It's the same name over at X as on YouTube, so it's FPL TFS. Just look me up. I know that excuse me, know that right now it doesn't really matter because it says 15 hours and 14 minutes, but I'm looking to do a deadline stream tomorrow, and then it's probably more important to have the timer correct. Let's see, make this smaller. That's right. Oh no, that's worse. So, as mentioned, if you have any tips on how to set the timer after you went online, let me know in the comments, or if you are on X, look me up. It's the same name as on YouTube. I need to change that font one more time. Let's see. And of course, if you have any questions about FPL, that's why we're here. So let me know in the comment section if you have any questions ahead of the deadline, or any 50-50 decisions or dilemmas ahead of the next game week. Maybe if I do hide the timer. Sounds still wrong. KYM, who's the best captain? So for me, probably the best captain is. Um, it kind of depends if you want to play safe or if you want to take a risk. So if you want to play safe, then I do believe that Haaland is the best captain this game week. Man City, they have a decent fixture playing at the Etihad against Fulham. So of course we know that Man City can do well against anyone, and even though Fulham has done really well the last 4 game weeks, I still think that Haaland is decent. But for me, I've not had the best start of the season. This is my first game week with Haaland. I took a punt on Salah, Son, and Bruno Fernandes in the opening game weeks, so I need to make up some ground. So for me, Saka is the best captain this game week, and I really believe that Arsenal will do well against Southampton. When we take a look at Southampton's stats, they are really, really bad. So I'll show you the um, 1 minute. So that's Saka Captain. Okay. So these are Southampton's stats for the last 4 game weeks, and it's really bad. And actually, these are not the correct numbers as well. So they actually have kept 0 clean sheets, and they are the worst team when it comes to a lot of those metrics. Let me see on X. So here are the updated numbers on Southampton's defense for the last 4 game weeks. 0 clean sheets, 10 goals conceded, which is worst in the league, and they also have conceded 14 big chances, 20 shots on target, and an expected goal of 8.51. So yeah, really believe that Southampton should be a team to target going forward. I can't really see those stats getting any better after game week 7, so it will probably be Saka for me. So who are your options? KYM, are you a Saka owner? I guess you have Haaland, right? But do you own Saka? So first of all, I'm terribly sorry for the bad um, what should I call it? The fluency in the stream. This is like maybe my fourth or fifth live stream, so I'm still getting used to the graphics and how to change between them. So, but anyhow, The graphics on the screen right now are my new graphics. I made some big changes since my last stream, so hopefully you enjoy the graphics this time. I've added a lot of information on my team, of course, in the center, and I have included top 3 transfers in and transfer out. The most important news from the press conferences. So the players with the red dot, they are definitely confirmed to be out. When it comes to in the middle with the yellow, they are doubts for the next game week, while the players with the green, they are confirmed to be fit. In the right corner, my transfers in and transfers out. And I've also tried to add the timer, but I know. Wait, let's see. The timer is actually correct. Yes, finally. So it's 16 hours until deadline. Or is it? It's 15, right? Yeah, I need to work on that timer before my deadline stream tomorrow. Okay, thanks to everyone who joined in. Not that many questions this time, but essentially I've tried out my new graphics. So thanks for joining in. Please join in tomorrow. I'll be live approximately 2 hours before the deadline. So hopefully there will be a lot of questions, and hopefully I'll see you then. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.